I'm so sorry. I fucked your kids up.
You didn't fuck my kids up, but it was pretty fucking weird for him, you know?
So here we can clearly hear Amber apologizing for hurting Johnny's son.
Hence screaming when I spilt wine accidentally on you for falling asleep, and screaming in front of my kids and freaking Jack out. And that's trying.
Apparently, while in the Bahamas, Johnny accidentally spilled some wine on Amber, who started screaming and freaked out Johnny's son Jack. The apology doesn't sound sincere. It's like she's making herself the victim yet again and manipulating Johnny to make him feel bad about himself. Instead of apologizing and just letting the issue go, it's like she's taunting Johnny and making him look stupid by talking to him in a small and calm voice as to when one is talking to a small kid. When asked if Amber and Johnny were talking about the Bahamas incident where Amber screams at Depp in front of his kids, she keeps denying, claiming that wasn't the case.
And you're discussing what happened in the Bahamas in December of 2015, right?
No, that's not correct. We were discussing a part of it.
You're discussing when you screamed at Mr. Depp in front of his children, correct?
No, we were talking about a part of that.
But we've just listened to an audio confirming just that. Regardless of the evidence being presented, Amber is still lying with a bold attitude, and it's not a good look on her. She keeps insisting that they weren't talking about that particular incident, but a part of it. Isn't a part of something still part of the whole? Or is there any difference to that? She also insinuated that Depp would bring his kids into their arguments.
Yeah, and Mr. Depp tells you that this freaked out his son Jack.
Johnny often used other people to back him up in our arguments.
You don't seem too concerned about that, do you?
So the man is supposed to say nothing when Amber screams and scares his son. She scares his son, who has never seen anyone scream at his father. But still, Amber blames Johnny for wanting to protect his kid. He was just making her realize that Jack was a kid and Amber should behave around him. When asked why she sounds so calm and nonchalant for someone who had been sexually abused, she claimed that wasn't the topic at hand at that time.
You don't mention Mr. Depp sexually assaulting you in this recording, do you?
That was not the point of that conversation.
Sexual abuse is such a grave matter, and for the victim to dispose the graveness of what they have gone through means they never went through anything in the first place or have no memory or relocation of the incident happening. That is obviously not the case for Amber because she remembers. Camille also pointed out the fact that in the audio recording, Amber asks Johnny to find himself a woman who would put up with being spilled on wine without screaming.
Meet a woman who would not jump up and scream if she'd been spilled on 3 times in a row. And I hope you're happy with whoever that is, because that would be a special kind of fucking person, no doubt.
But if she could not take being spilled on, why was she taking the domestic and sexual abuse from Johnny? Why didn't she raise her voice as she did when he spilled wine on her? And to this she answered,
I was pointing out the ridiculous nature of him expecting me not to react to something that basic.
At this point, Amber has no valid point to make that would sustain her credibility anymore. It's like she's gotten into a lying bandwagon and is not about to alight anytime soon. Well, that's about it in this video. See you in my next one.